Gonna be before you too long today. Hey, Mrs. Priss. That's a cute name. You better be Prissy, honey. Hey, is that the at Marion? Hey, hey. Hi, Juice Boy 216. Hi, Devin 390. Hey, real nigga. Oh, I had to sound it out. Real ninjas. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, Slayer, Patch. Hey, Nails. What's going on? Hey, Dion. Oh, thank you, Naomi. Baby, my hooked on phonics work. The when I sounded out phonetically, like when my eyes saw it, I didn't see the word. But when I started, I was like, oh, that was clever. That was clever, real. That was clever, real ninjas. I see what you did there. Hey, Facts for Life. Hey, One. Hey, Slayer, Patch. You love announcements? Yes. So I'm excited. So if you attended Accelerate 180 this year, feel free to send a request. Pull up, pull up. So you can sound off because there are some things I want to know from you guys that attended. I want to know what type of panels you want to have there next year. I want to know who is your favorite speaker. Thank you, Danny. I want to know what your favorite part was, right? Hey, Vanessa, what's going on, love? How you doing? All of that good stuff because y'all know I actually go through feedback. And today we're going to announce where Accelerate 2024 will be at. How about that? I know some of y'all went to the website because y'all was expecting to see it on the site. I know y'all was expecting to see it on the site. That's coming, it's not there yet. I know y'all was expecting it, wasn't you? I know how y'all do. I know how y'all do. Excuse me. I know how y'all do. You coming next year because I can't miss it again. Baby, don't miss it. Okay. Do do not miss it. We definitely don't want to miss out here in these streets. Hey Phoenix, thank you. Y'all give me housekeeping so I can test my delay and we can get to it out here in these streets. So we can get to it in the streets. Okay. Out here. Let's do let's do it. Let's see. Let's see what's gonna happen. Hi Fletcher. Hey Sherry, you sent a live request. I see it, honey. I'm gonna bring it up in a second. Thank you for the housekeeping. Housekeeping number one. So pre-registration officially begins today for Accelerate 180. Pre-registration will last from now until Monday at 11:59 p.m. Central Standard Time. Okay. Now the prices will go up on Tuesday. So understand pre-registration is going to be the lowest price point that you can get. Hey Naomi for Accelerate 180. Hey Team Ashley, what's going on? Everybody understand it? Y'all picking up what I'm putting down? So of course, if you pay in full, you get the lowest price. If you use you can use a buy now, pay later feature. And if your credit is a little shaky, it's a little wonky, then we have an in-house payment option too for the tickets. And so you can just use the in-house payment plan. And I think you can pay out in between 5 and 7 months for the conference. So we're trying to make sure we make it really obtainable and affordable for people this year. Y'all know this past year I didn't even start promoting until like the top of August because we were trying to have a bit of crowd control. We did end up selling out the event. It was fabulous. It was fantabulous. Which brings me to housekeeping number two. Any of you guys that are wanting to have in-person events and you want to know how you price events, like as far as what your ticket should be, how much you should be spending, what parts of the events you need to focus on, and then more importantly, how to sell out your seats. Y'all know I sell out Accelerate 180. Hey, Nikki. Y'all know I sell out Accelerate 180 every year. Okay. Every year. And people have been trying to figure out for years how I'm selling out the event because y'all don't see me doing a lot of overt promotion, right? So I'm doing a workshop in a couple of weeks. And so if you want to attend that, you need to DM me the words sell out. DM me the words sell out, and I will get you a link. I only have like 20 seats available for this particular workshop. It's going to be $497 a person. They'll normally charge all about 5 bands to go through a program like this to teach you how to sell out an event. Y'all know how I am. I try and get the information to who needs it. So if you know you're having an in-person event, you want to be able to pack the house and sell it out, come to the workshop, because it's a master class workshop. So I'm breaking down everything. So we're going to go through like pricing the event. We're going to talk about the stores, the merch. We're going to talk about how you actually price your tickets, finding the right venue, how you go into negotiations, all of that good stuff. Now, with that being said, all right, let's get the show on the road. And by the way, if you want to come up and you want to sound off, you know the deal. Go ahead and send a request. Okay, go ahead and send a request to join the panel, especially if you attended Accelerate 180 this year, and you want to talk about it. Because I got questions for y'all. I want to know what type of panels y'all want to see. I want to know who your favorite speakers were. I want to know what your bigger takeaways were. What was like your most memorable moment, all that good stuff. Now, let's talk about how I picked the cities, because we're announcing what city Accelerate 180 is going to be in this year. And don't try and go to the website because it's not on the site. I didn't put it on the site. I have it on the site on the back end. I can see it right now, but I'm not going to hit publish until I announce the city. Okay. Because some of y'all out here trying to be sneaky. Baby, you can't out slick a can of oil. Okay. Now I will say this. It came down crazy close in between Atlanta and Dallas. Okay. So Chicago, y'all just gonna have to get on the plane, honey. Y'all gonna have to road trip. Y'all gonna have to do whatever y'all doing, because y'all are coming to the South next year. Okay. I will tell you this. Shout out to everybody in Chicago. Y'all know y'all show me so much love. Every time I come to Chicago, I do any type of event in Chicago. Maybe we'll do like a ladies' night in Chicago like that, and we'll bring the relationship boosters and do a love and money. We'll do something special for you guys as a runner up, as a consolation prize. But baby, when I say it was back and forth between Dallas, Atlanta, Dallas, Atlanta, Dallas, Atlanta, Dallas, Atlanta. So that's one piece of information you guys can know. Accelerate 180 will be in the South next year. Now, y'all know the year before last, we were in Houston. So everybody wants to know, how do I choose the cities? And this is a little hint for any of you guys that are having an event, okay? I choose the cities based on my sales. Blink, blink, blink. Because I saw some of y'all were like writing in other places. Y'all were like, come to California. Somebody was like, wait, New York isn't an option. No, the majority of my sales are not coming from New York. So when I choose where we're going to have in-person events, I actually go through my reports and I look at where my customers live. So the majority of you guys, now, do I have customers in New York? Yes, but there's not more customers in New York than Chicago, than Atlanta, then Dallas, then Tampa, right? They're outperforming you guys. Even my LA Bay Area people are outperforming you guys in New York. So if y'all ever want me to consider having an in-person event in one of your cities, I'm literally going to where my customer base is. Everybody picking up what I'm putting down? And any of you guys that are going to have in-person events, I would encourage you to pick cities based on where your incoming customer base is, or it has to be like, hey Niasha, what's going on, beautiful, or it has to be a destination city. And what I mean by a destination city is if people are going to be purchasing the ticket, it has to be somewhere like where they've always wanted to go, right? So a lot of people like to vacation in Miami. A lot of people like to vacation in Vegas. All right. Does that make sense? New York would qualify as like a destination city. But one of the reasons too, I will never pick New York over these other cities is because New York is very expensive. So whenever I'm planning a conference, I'm thinking about the fact that y'all have to pay for a flight or your travel if you're driving. So that means gas, or you may have to rent a car. I'm also keeping in mind that y'all are paying for a hotel. I keep in mind that you guys are paying for food. I keep in mind that some of you guys are taking like days off of work. So you're taking like vacation days or using like sick leave and stuff like that to come there. I'm taking into account that some of you guys may have to hire a nanny or a babysitter when you're coming up. So your expense is more than just the ticket of the event. And so sometimes y'all are uh sometimes y'all are having a challenging time with it not being in like a LA or a New York. Well, those cities are way more expensive than a Dallas or Atlanta either, you know what I'm saying, as well. The hotels in New York are very expensive, and it definitely could discourage some people from coming if, they're having to pay 300, 400, $500 a night for a stay, because y'all know we do accelerate over the holiday weekend as well. It's over Labor Day weekend every year. Okay. So this year, Accelerate 180 dates are going to be August 30th through September 1st. Of course, if you're a diamond, you'll be there with me until September the 2nd. You'll leave on the 3rd. Okay. Next, if you purchase an elite ticket or a diamond ticket during this pre-registration, which is from today up until Monday at 11:59 p.m. Central Standard Time, you will get the 2023 replays for free. Blink, blink, blink. Okay. You get your 2023 replays for the free 99. Also, a lot of people want to know, who is Accelerate 180 for? Accelerate 180 is for you if you are starting a biz, because we have beginners trainings. So this year in the beginners workshop, hold on, I don't even have to try and recite this from my head. Let me just go to the site. So our beginning workshops this year were bookkeeping, because a lot of y'all's books are out of order. We talked about structuring your business properly, how to get funding for your business, how to actually get your credit repaired. And we talked about like your cash flow and your budgets. And we talked about establishing your brand on the digital channels. So those were our beginner workshops this year. The advanced workshops were government contracts, alternative investments, how to trade stocks if you're a busy entrepreneur, tapping into AI, and how to build out your cash communities and utilizing your virtual assistants. What we did in general for everybody, we focused a lot on real estate, the process of going from zero to $1 million. We talked about like your legal solutions when it comes into AI, disclaimer, intellectual property this year, infinite banking and your IULs, time management, and then we did advanced sales. And of course, y'all know I covered advanced sales and growth tactics for everyone as well. So you said the format this year was fire. Thank you, Real Estate Diva. A lot of people told me that they love the format this year. Let me see. Let me see who's in here in the queue that wants to speak on it. Hey, Rain Flying Dress, what's going on, boo? I see you back here. So yeah, a lot of people told me that they enjoyed the format of Accelerate this year compared to the past years where we have the bigger conferences where we have like 2,000, 3,000 people there. Y'all said y'all liked the intimate boot camp. Hey, gorgeous.
Hey, how you doing this morning?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
I'm doing extremely well. First of all, let me tell you, I have been to so many conferences. I mean, so many. But this right here, this Accelerate 180, that's the best one I've ever been to in my entire life.
Thank
I
you.
felt like I could be myself. I didn't have to put on no airs. If I wanted to wiggle and move, I sat in the back because I like to move around. It was so much powerful information. Every speaker has something to tell me that it was not only inspiring, but gave me steps to come back home and implement so that I can set up my business and be more profitable. It was just the best ever. I just have to
Thank
be
you.
That was the best ever.
Thank you. That's my favorite part. That second part you said, giving the steps, right? You go to a lot of conferences and events and boot camps and stuff, and they hype you up and they give you a lot of motivation. But when you get home, you don't know what you're supposed to do. And so I'm very direct. I'm very candid with my speakers and with my presenters. And I'm like, no, I need y'all to give people the sauce. I need you to give them steps. I need you to come in here and say, this is a plan that you can roll out, and this is how you roll out the plan. And they delivered. And another big piece of feedback that I got from y'all, all of y'all told me that y'all were surprised with how approachable all of the speakers were and how y'all were able to like talk to them and develop relationships, throughout the entire weekend.
Yes, that is so true. And you know what? I admire you because you are not threatened by your gifts, because you understand that everybody learns from different types of people and different types of educators. You know that everybody's at different places in their business. They need different things. You had speakers who did similar things as you, but they had a different way of doing it. They have a different personality.
Mhm.
So you're not afraid of your gift, baby. So that's what makes you the best of the best.
Oh,
and you
thank you.
recognize the power of God. That's Sunday service, girl. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now, girl.
So was Sunday service your favorite part of the conference?
Yes, because it was confirming. You know what I'm saying? Like we had gotten this information, we'd heard all this amazing stuff, things, and then the spiritual aspect of it was throughout the whole process, right? But when Sunday put the cap on it, oh yes, baby, that was amazing. That was amazing. I never in my entire life, and I'm 56 years old. I might be 57. I'll be forgetting my telling I had a birthday. I'll be like, oh, I'm so sorry. But yes. I was like, oh my gosh, we like talking about Jesus up in here. Because you're right. We have nothing without God. And if you can't talk about God in your business is going to fall. That's my perspective.
Right. Like your spiritual God is like really important with helping you make the proper decisions. And then also there's a different mantra and a different mindset and a different energetic field you have to tap into if you want to be successful. It is what it is. And a lot of people this is why people are giving people steps, they're giving them tools, they're giving them tactics, and people are still not winning. They're still not being successful. Is literally because they're trying to separate themselves from the spiritual aspect, but that's a gift that you're given by God. There's a vision that you were given by God. So why in the world would you come and try and take God out of it? It doesn't make sense.
So true. So true. So true.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Who was your favorite speaker this year?
Oh my gosh. I like Donna. She was really good.
Okay.
I like that she was very down to earth, and she had a lot of tools that, like, she shared information that I came home and I implemented, right? I'm the only reason I said that is because you my favorite. I just love
you. Well, outside of me,
yes,
right? Because y'all don't know. Because some people they were like, such and such isn't here this year, and I'm like, no, they're not here this year, because the people move, accelerate 180, right? So even down to the types of events and how we have them, right? Even with the pool party or like with the dinner that the elite and the diamond participants came to, people were so surprised. They were like, oh my God. They were like, everybody's sitting here, we're getting attention, we're hanging out for hours, right? Like y'all really move it. And even when I go through y'all's businesses and I'm like, okay, they need help with this, they need help with that, there's another part they won't. But yeah, I actually listen to y'all's feedback. I really take it into consideration. So if y'all tell, like you were saying, you love Dion because Dion came in and she taught on exit strategy. She ran the whole beginner room on day 2. Well, that's good for me because that lets me know, okay, we can bring Dion right on back because people are going to be into what she's speaking about and they can understand it and they feel like they have things that they can apply.
Yeah, and Kyra was good too.
Okay.
The credit cleanse.
Yes.
Oh, she was good because she broke them numbers down. I was like, what? That mean what? Okay. And then she separated the difference between, I can't remember what it is, that one that you get and they give you a higher score. Mm-hmm. But she said when you go and get credit, they're not looking at that. They're looking at the FICO score. And she broke the points of the FICO score out. Well, how you can get points from here. That was fine. I never know that. And I got a doctoral degree. I ain't know nothing about how that credit stuff worked. That was good.
Yeah, we'll always keep credit every year because I tell people credit has nothing to do with your income. It has nothing to do with your education. It's about being able to understand that system, and they're changing the rules and they change the regulations constantly, all the time. So you got to stay up to date on what's happening and how to move around so you can get what you want.
Yes, for sure. It was, and I like Jake. I'm sorry, I just like everybody.
It's fine.
He was good. He was down to earth. I even bought his books, girl. Look, I said on the plane I was gonna finish reading this one right here. I think I got 4 pages left. I bought 4 of his books because I feel like everybody's got, I don't know it. I'm lost in this business world. I need to get information from everybody so that I can say, okay, I learned this. Because for a whole year, I have been doing market research. And what I've been telling people, we're just trying to find a manufacturer. When he broke it down in his presentation, I was like, I've been doing market research for a year.
Boom. Just like that. Just like that. We've been researching the market. Okay. I'm here for it. Yes, I love it. Okay, last question I got for you before I bring up the nurse and nerd over here in TikTok land. What type of panel would you like to see next year?
I feel like I would like to see people who, next year I will be on a different level. I like that you had the classes on advanced and beginners. So I would like to learn more about real estate because I didn't get to hear that information this year because I was in the beginner section. Okay. So definitely please bring somebody in that's going to talk about real estate. I want to learn about doing those tiny home and building a community and being able to work with somebody who wants to collaborate and build a community that way. I feel like we need to own America. Mm-hmm. We built it. It's time for us to own it, baby.
That part. Come through. Okay, thank you. Now, look, just what city do you think Accelerate is going to be in next year?
I think it's going to be Dallas because I voted for Dallas, but then I was thinking, I should have voted for Atlanta because I really do like Atlanta. That's my spot because it's got a lot of shopping places. Dallas to me, I got friends there, and I was like, I could go and see them. But Atlanta, I would have loved for it to be in Atlanta.
Okay.
But I think it's Dallas.
You think it's going to be in Dallas. Okay. LaShonda says like the relationship panel was good. So this is my thing about the D. The D, like I'll be honest, I was surprised because I thought it was going to go back and forth between Chicago and Atlanta. Dallas is hit or miss. Because let me tell y'all Dallas people, y'all be faking phony. Okay. Let me tell y'all about y'all Dallas people. Dallas people out here real cliquish, high Diddy, and y'all be like, oh yes, we're going to do that together. We're going to do that. Let's work on that. Let's take a call. Skirt. Don't show up. Okay, don't show up. So that's what I'm saying to everybody. If it's the city that you voted for, baby, you better get your ticket this weekend. Because if I go in there and I look at them ticket sales on Monday with pre-registration and they not what they should be, I swear to God, I will change that city in a heartbeat. That's what I'm telling y'all. So whatever you said, Miss Price Hill said, no, not me. Hey, Travis, look, I'm telling y'all right now, if them numbers not numbering, because at the end of the day, right, there's a bottom line. So those numbers are not numbering, and I feel like I'm gonna have to struggle and do the most to be able to get that eventful. I am telling you, I will move the city, okay, in a heartbeat because you can do that whenever you pay the bill. You know what I'm saying? I be paying the cost to be the boss, so I can move that thing around. So if you voted for your city, so what I'm telling you, if I announce that Atlanta is the winner and I don't see a bunch of pre-registration tickets get bought this weekend for Atlanta, we're not gonna be in Atlanta. I'll turn around, I'll move that thing. If Dallas is the city and I get in there and it ain't a bunch of people buying tickets this weekend for the pre-register to like they spot, I'll be sending y'all an email. Click, clack. Accelerate 180 will be in this city instead. Okay. Don't be playing with me now because y'all know I'll do it. Y'all know I do it.
I know you will. But I'm coming with my suitcase from Cali. I'm coming.
Okay, so I want you to tell everybody what you do and how they can connect with you.
All right. So I provide unforgettable experiences for women so women can feel luxurious and beautiful in a glamorous flying dress photo shoot. You can contact us by going on Instagram and finding us as Rain Flying Dress. On any platform, that's where we are. You can also go visit our website. Well, we're making changes because we started out renting, but we had such a demand, we're going to sell it. We're going to be launching soon, but all the great advice that I got from King Ashley.
I might have to give me a dress, honey, so I can fly. Do me some promotion for Accelerate next year. Let me run through something in my flying dress.
You get yours, baby. You and your husband, I want to see them photos.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Are y'all excited? I'm excited. I can't wait to tell y'all what this is gonna be. I can't wait. I cannot wait. Nurse and Nerd, how you doing today? Lovely.
Hi, happy Friday.
Happy Friday to you as well. Oh, it's a little X. It's a little X up in the corner. You see it? Okay. Hey, girl. Hey.
Hey. Oh my God, I can't say enough words about Accelerated 180. The first thing we said was, I can't even believe the price, the ticket price. It was literally priceless. The experience priceless.
Thank you so much. It's a lot of work that goes into putting together Accelerate and trying to make sure that it's an overall experience for people, not just something that you go to and you're like, okay, I went to that and and what because a lot of you guys that come to Accelerate, a lot of y'all come to multiple. So we have a lot of people that were three-time, 4-time, 5-time attendees, and then we had a good amount of new faces this year too.
And can I give one big shout out? I
Yeah.
know sometimes, unfortunately, sometimes people like, oh, well, people scamming and, in our community and this, that, and the third. The staff, your staff was
Thank
the
you.
highest professional. Everybody that was there, from the folks that signed you in, the folks that give you badge, the folks that, hey, you need anything, the amount of professionalism, this is something that we have to highlight, because we
Thank
always
you
make
so
it a big
much.
point to say, oh, this person was mean, this one was nasty. We never, ever shout out the folks that really do. They go beyond and above. Your staff, if I can give them the high utmost respect, everybody they were there to care for us. Hey, they want to make sure, did you get something to eat? Did you get some drink? You need some water? They were always, you couldn't even turn without them making sure that you okay. Did you go to the right place? Did you need a new schedule? What's going on? Everybody is so involved in the betterment of the person that's actually showing up. There's no mean girl. There's no like, oh, well, we don't know what's going on. Everybody is up to date. They know what's going on with the schedule. They need any question you had. You don't even have to have a question. They already answer whatever you was thinking. The
Right.
staff is 1,000%.
Thank you so much. That means so much to me, because it is a baby. Everybody, it's not just me working hard. I know y'all see me running around all over the place. They are working tirelessly. Okay. And when we put on Accelerate, like the work starts like really 2 weeks before, with us like pulling, prepping everything, all of the orders, trying to make sure we get all of the swag in, being able to load all the trucks, going back and forth through like site visits, all the logistics, the BEO orders, going back and forth with the hotels, trying to coordinate with the speakers, and their different demands and stuff like that. Because baby, some of the speakers be thinking they Diana Ross. Okay, it's a lot that we have going on, and so literally sometimes they're pulling 16, 17-hour days, the same way that I am. The same way that I am. So it's a lot of moving parts, and people just kind of see y'all are just experiencing the event, not realizing it's like 40 people working behind the scenes so everybody can have the experience that they're having. So I appreciate you so much for acknowledging the team, because they work tirelessly and there literally would not be an Accelerate without them.
That team is awesome. And a smile is always on their face. Always.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Thank you. Okay. So what was your favorite part of Accelerate this year?
My favorite part, another thing too, you providing and giving back into the community. Again, a lot of us like to talk that rah-rah stuff, but when it came down to it, your videographers, photographer, everybody looked exactly like the folks that paid the money to go and actually experience this. My favorite part was literally you teaching us and showing us on firsthand how to put back into the community, not to take away, but put back into it.
Yeah, we got to. That's the only way. You got to walk what you talk now.
Yeah. And you were a prime example.
Well, thank you. Okay. So, who was your favorite speaker out of the sessions you attended?
My favorite speaker was the young lady that was talking about social media. She broke down something as far as like she was saying some of these hot topics that hit on social media, how she was making sure that although she covered them, she was still plugging her business. Mm-hmm. And the way that she showed how to do it, it wasn't in like no weird salesy type of pitch type of thing. It was that she was very interactive with her community and how she built the community, and then different things that she highlighted about different ways that you can go about. I love when you did that pitch. Okay, so here's two different things. My husband was experiencing the what is that thing? Where the guy, he was talking about government contracts.
Okay, that's Travis.
I was in the other room. So we had to split. We first was in the government contracts, but he needed that. I don't need that. I need to be over there with the social media people. So he was really enjoying the government contract portion. That guy went into 2 days or 3 days and all kind of examples and so forth. I went over to the social media aspect. And when I tell you, both of us had two different experiences that were extremely positive, and we were listening to two different messages.
Good.
That was interesting. So his favorite was the government contracts guy. My favorite was the social media woman. And also when you did that pitch thing, you had this woman say what she did. I think it was 8 times, to the point where she had to finally believe it. And it was like, that's when I was like, oh, dang, well, I want to know what is it she sells? What's her website? Because when she was first saying what she does, it was like, well, that doesn't sound like, what is that? but how you just kept on educating her and putting back into her, and you could just see the light just hit off into her, and she started believing exactly what it is that she's providing.
Yes, like right. We got to be able to get to that target audience, and we got to be clear about what we did. Travis is over here in Instagram. That's the government contracting instructor. He said, "Tell them I said thank you."
Oh yeah, I broke down now, and then even afterwards, my husband had a couple of questions. Travis was very, very, very again accommodating, like everyone else, and was giving him the more information.
Good. Fantastical. I love it. Okay. So what was your favorite like activity or your favorite part of Accelerate this year?
So many. It's just again, just every moment was just y'all were giving back. But something that the host said, let me tell y'all what kind of threw me off a little bit because I was scared, but I was just like, this is crazy. So one young lady, she was talking about the good job. The host was saying how she was a nurse and she was saying how she couldn't quit her good job. And then a young lady, she happened to share a little bit of her story, and it was just like the host was looking at her, and it was just like, well, dang, why are you looking at the lady like that? But it was like intense looking at the lady. And then she said, when the host was about to walk away, she said, listen, I know something's going on, and I'm not going to say it. It's like she spiritually knew what this woman was going through and said, listen, I don't care about what's going on over there. You need to be placing all of that, everything that you have and those people's success back into your table. And when I tell you, the whole entire room abruptly started crying. Everybody started. We didn't even know what these people were talking about. What does the host know? We had no clue. But because of everything that she shared, it was just as if oh my Lord, this woman could see the truth that we all needed to hear. The host was powerful.
Yeah, Nikita V is amazing. That's my chocolate to my peanut butter, honey. You can't get both of us together. We be on another level.
Powerful. It was just like it was whatever this woman was going through. Apparently, everybody in the room was going through it too. And what Nikita said, that's what we all needed to know that answer to.
I love it. Okay. What was your biggest takeaway from Accelerate?
My biggest takeaway was everything that you said. It's all good and gravy. Everybody, we love to hear. Oh, actually, no, two things. Two things was my biggest takeaway. My first takeaway was when you said, listen, it's all good. Y'all taking notes. I love to see it. Y'all all engaged and everybody believe, and we're doing this. But I need y'all not to walk away and leave this conference feeling good, but you come back to me a couple months later and you haven't started anything that you have wrote down. You held us accountable in that moment and said, listen, all of this is good, but if you're not taking action, if there's no plan, if there's what was the purpose of this? You held all of our foot in the fire. And then the second takeaway was what was the second takeaway? The second takeaway, which I messed up. You kept saying, y'all need to stop sitting around people that you know. Stop sitting around people that you're comfortable with.
Yeah.
You kept saying that. And here I go, sitting around people that I know and I'm comfortable with. And guess what? I was a damn fool. Because really and truly, like you said, you never knew who needed connections with a brand ambassador, who had, like the lady just stated about who's looking for manufacturing. You don't know who knows what. So if you kiki king with the people that already know you, you need to be around the people that don't know you. What are you doing over? You kept telling us that, and I set up the kiki key. I bet you next year I won't.
Right. You gotta get it. Or what you do is you come with your group and y'all say, okay, like you have a little time with y'all together, and then y'all be intentional. Say, okay, at lunch we're all gonna go meet different people, or maybe like we have all the events, like we have the dinner, we have the pool party, we have the brunch. So it may be like, well, at lunch we'll have lunch together, and then when we go to some of these other activities, we're gonna spend half of the time getting to meet new people, and then y'all can bring all the new people like together and be like, oh, this is my friend such and such. We came together, right? And powwow. Like, so like I agree with that. A lot of times when we're going to conferences, we're not taught to go out and make intentional connections. And it is the biggest game changer, because you will be so surprised with how many of those connections you will end up having for a lifetime. And you guys will be able to do so many projects together. A lot of the speakers that are there, of course, I'm sure y'all can tell I know most of them personally. And we spoke on the same stages, or, clients, or someone introduced us and we worked on projects together, like a multitude of different things. And so we've been able to go out and build businesses and create other opportunities, do JVs together. And then sometimes they'll plug me into something I don't even know. They're speaking my name in a room and I don't even know about it. And somebody brings my phone and says, "Oh yeah, I talked to Travis about you," or "I talked to Derek, he told me about you," or "I talked to whoever. And so we want you to come and do XYZ Elemental P." So is it like the power of being intentional and making those connections at in-person events? I will tell y'all this, it outweighs the online. And online is good, and that's a good starting point. But something about when you meet people in person and y'all can feed off of each other's energy, there's something about it that really changes, and you put an imprint on somebody and they feel like they're connected to you. And so it's going to be a lot more likely that you can get a yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is. So, okay, what city do you think Accelerate 180 is going to be in this year?
I think it'll be in Dallas.
You think it's going to be in Dallas? Why do you think it's going to be in Dallas?
Because if you had it in Charlotte, then it's like, well, why would you have it in Atlanta? It's not that far. So I would imagine it to be in Dallas.
I mean, I have events all the time, though. I go to Dallas, I go to Atlanta, I go to Chicago. I go wherever they treat me nice. Tampa, okay, where they sell out my stuff at, that's where I go. H-Town, let me tell you, out of all the places I've ever been, I feel like H-Town and Chicago. Charlotte always sells my stuff out too, but they oversell my stuff in Houston and in Chicago every single time. Because people are like, "Why are you always doing stuff there?" They show me so much love. And then not only do they oversell the events, like there will be people there, they will take it personally, a mission among themselves to take myself and the team out, or make sure we're in a good hotel, or getting us care packages, or, they'll come and volunteer and say, "I want to help with this and help with that." I mean, when I say the amount of love that I feel when I go into Houston and Chicago from the Kingdom members, it's unmatched. It's unmatched. I'm not even gonna lie. So so if you're in H-Town, if you're in Chicago, I know y'all were up in the running. Like I said, we're gonna put together something. Maybe me and the relationship boosters can get together. We can put together a special love and money, maybe a lunch and learn. We will do something for you all, because y'all never, ever, ever, never disappoint. Now I don't know why y'all didn't come through in the comments and vote, because I was expecting it to be between Atlanta, Chicago, because Atlanta shows me a lot of love too. Atlanta shows me so much love, but I feel like Atlanta gets everything. So I wasn't surprised. The Atlanta people always pipe up. They be like, "Hey," they be like, "We here, we in the A, what's up?" The Atlanta people always pipe up. So I wasn't surprised, but I was shocked when I seen all the votes coming in for Dallas, because I thought I was going to be here telling y'all it was between Atlanta and Chicago today, but instead it's between Atlanta and Dallas. I was surprised. Dallas says stop ignoring us, right? Because I don't think I've done anything in Dallas in like 2 years.
Wow.
Not an in-person event. I haven't. I think y'all correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think I've done an in-person event in Dallas in like 2 years. Other people have brought me in to speak at their events, but I haven't done anything in the D in 2 years. So I guess they was like, "You finna stop ignoring us," because a lot of them, they're like, "So you went to Houston for Accelerate over us?" I was like, "And I did." Okay, so what last question for you. What panels would you like to see next year?
Anything that you come up with, I already know that you've already done the market research and you know what the folks need.
Okay, so you just like, "Hey, as long as it's there, you there to absorb it."
Yeah, I just know that you already you and the team already know what we need.
Yes, I definitely do research, but I'm telling y'all, if you think of something, say, "Hey, like, is it possible to get this done?" Because if there's enough of y'all and I feel like y'all need it and it's going to be, a viable option for you, we will absolutely positively work on making it a workshop or a panel, for sure, for sure.
And again, for anyone that was the same way, I was just like, "Well, I don't have a business. Like, how does this work?" Accelerate 180 is for everybody. Everybody. It doesn't matter if you're just starting, if you already been around, if you trying to get into another stratosphere. You need to be there.
Let me tell you this. It's kind of not, it's for almost everybody. I'm gonna tell you who it's not for though. If you are out here and you want to get rich quick scheme, don't come. Do not come. I'm going to disappoint you. Okay. Ain't no scammers out here. Everybody gonna be talking about work. Okay, we're gonna be talking, but this is the thing. If you're working, if you work it, it will work. Also, if you are lazy, you don't want to do work, you don't want to apply yourself, do not come to Accelerate 180. I'm not even gonna sit here and lie to y'all, because this is the thing. These people come out here and they tell y'all what you want to hear, and y'all don't realize that their hustle is hustling you. So people saying, oh, you can make $500,000 this year, and all you got to do is post, one time a day, and just put together this little ebook, and you're going to be rolling in the dough. And it's ridiculous, right? Because you still don't have an audience, you still don't have a system, you still don't have any type of like ad mechanism or marketing circulation mechanism. They're not telling you about your taxes, your business structure. They're not talking to you about your bank rating and all these other sorts of types of things. And their gimmick, y'all notice, like, I want y'all to pay attention. I see this all the time on Instagram and TikTok. People are like, oh, this is how I grew 30,000 followers. And you're not growing because you're not putting out your niche work. No, the only reason you're growing is because you're tricking people into telling them this is how you grew. Now, if somebody is a cake baker and they're like, hey, this is how I grew my cake baking company by this many followers and this many customers, I'm more apt to listen to them versus somebody who's out here as a marketer, right? Because they know everybody's trying to figure it out. And this is why you have people with this stuff that isn't sustainable.
Nothing but the truth.
That's it. You said you want to put it in your calendar. The event is going to be August 30th through September 1st of 2024. If you're a diamond, though, you will be there until the second with me. Also, for the diamonds, let me just put this out here, y'all. And I'm not trying to be offensive. A lot of y'all need some new headshots drastically. Okay. So for the diamonds, we will be getting you guys professional headshots while you're at Accelerate. So if you know you're coming, bring a cute outfit, okay? And y'all need brand stories, okay? You need some type of little video introduction as to who you are and why you do what you do. So I will have my videographers there, and they're going to be creating brand stories for you guys as well if you are a diamond, okay? So outside of us breaking down your marketing models, business models, putting together an ad campaign and all that stuff, we're going to make sure you get headshots. We're going to make sure you get brand stories, because y'all need them, okay? Blink, blink, blink. So we're going to make sure we get that. Well, Nurse and Nerd, first of all, thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for the feedback. I see Keita 700 back here in the queue, so I'm going to bring her up. And then after that, we're going to announce what city is winning.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much. Look, bye. And let me tell y'all this. I mean what I say. When I announce this city, whether it's Dallas or Atlanta, if I don't see them pre-sale tickets pre-selling this weekend, because pre-sale starts from today and goes into Monday for pre-registration. If it is not happening, I swear to God, I will come back right on Tuesday morning and be like, y'all, them numbers was not numbering. And therefore, okay, Accelerate 180 is going to be in this alternative city. Okay. So if you piped up and you voted because you said you wanted to be in a particular city, okay, all I know is that I better see them tickets moving this weekend. That's what I'm telling y'all. Hey, beautiful. Can you hear me, Key?
Yes.
Hey, girl.
Can you hear me?
I can now. How you doing?
So please excuse her. I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing fabulous, honey. So tell me, how do you feel about Accelerate 180 this year?
My mind is still blown, actually. I'm still crying too. But it was a really good experience. It really was. It absolutely blew my mind. Just everything that I did not know as a new business owner. So it was great.
That makes me happy. So, okay, first thing first, who is your favorite speaker at Accelerate this year?
I have a few. Derek Harper.
Derek's amazing.
Tyra,
okay.
And Runway Billionaire.
Okay, yes. Which session did you sit in with Runway?
The hiring VAs. I actually applied that over the course of this week, and it has been a great strategy for me.
Good. So, yes. We love VAs, especially in your industry, because you do credit. Those VAs can get a lot done for you as far as like responding to queries, sitting out the like updates, right, for your clients, like as far as like where their credit is, scheduling, sending out the calls for you, doing research. They can get a lot done. A lot of people really don't utilize VAs properly, but it's a game changer, especially for a small business owner. It's incredible.
Yes, and they don't require a lot for salary either. So that was great too. And just the strategies he gave were able they were it was I was able to do like an elimination process when it came to the people that were applying to the job posting and just how to post and the questions to ask when you're doing the interview. I feel like that was his presentation was like the best, one of the best.
Okay, fabulous. And then okay, what was your favorite part of the event that weekend?
Ooh, I would say Sunday service.
Sunday service was your favorite? Why was Sunday service your favorite?
It was more like confirmation. So I felt like it was great that, of course, it's at the end of the event, but it was more like, okay, you got all the information. Now it's time to apply, and this is what you need in order to do so.
Yes, we need that charge. You got to be in activation mode. Woo woo! I like that. Okay. What was your biggest takeaway from the weekend?
My biggest takeaway was no matter how hard it gets, keep going.
That's right. That's right, girl. You better say it. Okay. You better, because this is the thing. The challenges that come, ultimately, they always end up in our favor. They always do. And I wish I could get more people to understand that before they give up on themselves or they give up on the mission. Even though we don't understand, all the time how it's working for us, it's working for our good. And it normally ends up giving you a crazy advantage. Even if the advantage is nothing more than being able to go and share with other people so they know how to get through when they experience that.
Most definitely. I think that was my biggest issue that I was struggling because there's so many times like I'm like, I've only been doing it for 8 months, but it feel like forever. And I just been like, oh my God, I'm ready to quit. I'm ready to give up. But to hear somebody lost way more than I could ever lose and get it back times 10 was like, okay, it may get hard, but you gotta keep pushing.
Yeah. Now, my favorite thing about Derek is his transparency. And a lot of people, they would try to hide that they had those significant losses like that. And that's my favorite thing because I tell y'all all the time, whatever you lost, you can get it back because whatever was in you already to help you get it, it's still there. You didn't lose that. I love it. Yes. Okay. So, what type of panels would you like to see next year?
I didn't get a chance to really tap into real estate, so that would be what I would like to see next year. I was really kind of like in the beginning workshops and trying to just network with people who are in my same industry, just to see like what I need to do. So definitely next year I will be in a different space. So I definitely want to tap into the real estate.
Okay. So do you like the fact that we had it divided into like if you're a beginner, you can roll here in this information. If you're advanced, you can come over into this section with information?
Yes, it kind of gave me the opportunity to like make my own schedule so I knew what was going on and where to be at what time.
Okay, good. That makes me happy. Okay. And what do you think if you had to pick like one thing that you know for sure you would want to see again next year at Accelerate, what would that one thing be?
I don't know. You ain't asked somebody yet.
Because you're the last person that I'm asking before I drop the city. So that's what I'm saying.
I really honestly I like the way it was structured this year. The real estate was good. Of course, credit is necessary.
Mm-hmm.
The 0 to $1 million brand building, like it was nothing more you could ask for. Honestly, I feel like everything was already there.
Okay.
Something else.
So we like the 0 to $1 million. I feel like a lot of people like when they can get to like the personal stuff because that's why I be trying to tell y'all. It does not matter what I can give you all the tactical information and steps all day, but if you can't get like past what's going on mentally and you can't get past what's in your heart, you're not gonna win. and people don't like to hear that, but that's the reality of the situation because life is gonna life, right? It's gonna come at you, and you gotta have something in there to keep going. Yeah, and shifting a lot of the mental toughness and the mental concepts. Okay, so what city do you think Accelerate is going to be in next year?
Well, I'm in Atlanta, so I'm hoping it's in Atlanta. Definitely hoping it's in Atlanta.
Okay.
Dallas, hope y'all was behind a few hundred people.
It's in the A. That's where you want to be. You said I was in therapy. Did we make the announcement? Not yet. I'm about to make it, Dion. Dion, what city you think it's gonna be in? Let's see. Alina says, "Hi Ashley. I'm going to say I was like a kid in a candy store and didn't know which one I wanted, but the whole event was amazing. I like Dr. O, Runway Billionaire, Jay Hackett, Travis, and it was another guy, but he was funny, and we had set on the panel. You just picked an amazing panel. I did like how you set up the beginner and the advanced sections. Yeah, I got a lot of feedback about that. A lot of y'all told me y'all like just having like the 2 rooms instead of having like multiple breakouts. So we'll definitely probably keep that moving forward for sure. Let's see, ATN.
Kept us from falling asleep, I would say, like, because you had to keep moving around and keep up with your time, so you wasn't, tired. Sometimes you'll sit and somebody be talking to you, and you just be like, "Oh my God, I'm ready to get out of here."
Me too, girl. I be zoning out. I was like, I'm trying to be focused. I'm like, this person was up there for 20 minutes, and I have no idea what they said to me. But that's important to me. Why I choose speakers and facilitators that have pretty big personalities, because it helps you stay awake and you don't even half the time realize, you know what I mean, that you're learning. So it's a method to my madness for sure.
It was a great event. I'm glad I went.
I'm so happy you came. I can't wait to see you next year, wherever we at. I can't wait to see you again next year. Thank you for the feedback, love. Bye. Look, I got my hostess. She ran the beginners workshop room. Hey, Miss Dion, what's going on, love?
Hey there. The king is here.
That made me blush. It's not a lot of stuff that makes me blush. That overwhelmed me. I felt like I was gonna start crying or something. I was like, oh my God. I was like, what is happening right now?
I saw your face. I was like, oh, we got it. And what was so funny, before you came in the room, I was like, listen here, pretend I'm your mama. You know how we do before we leave home. Don't get me embarrassed. When she comes in here, this is what we're saying. They was like, okay. And they was going loud. The king is here.
It was crazy. I was like, ah.
Somebody said, and she did.
Okay, so tell me how you enjoyed Accelerate, because now you've been as a guest, you've been as a facilitator, and then this year you hosted, right? You ran the whole entire beginners room, and you did a fabulous job. I heard nothing but glowing reviews about you. I'd peer in here and there when I could get in. So tell me your thoughts.
Well, first things first, I didn't even know you had peered in. Oh my goodness.
Of course, baby. You know, I'm everywhere and nowhere all at the same time.
Yes. I thought first of all, it was amazing. Just the setup. Again, I do my own event. It's not even close to yours, but we are all on different levels. The attention to detail that you made for everybody. I didn't see any hiccups and anything like, I paid for this or I didn't get this. None of that happened. The food.
Thank you. I work hard on that. I'm a Southern Belle, baby. I gotta make sure it's something there for everybody to eat.
That food, and I was one of the cookie monsters, okay? Tucking cookies in my purse, okay? I can tell you now because I'm gone, but
good. Really tuck the cookies, okay? As much as they charge me for all them cookies, okay? A lot of people told me they were surprised with brunch. They were like, oh my God. They were like, what is going on?
Like, it was so many brunch stations, I didn't even realize. Like, a guy came back to my table. I was like, where did you find eggs? Like, what? Like, it was a whole omelet station over there I didn't see. So, like, yeah, everything was amazing. But I think the part that I loved was the fact that the people who were in the beginner's room with me were so willing to not only soak it up, but ask questions. And what I did was interactive. So I wasn't up there just teaching. Like, I would train, and then I was like, now let's implement it. Now you tell me what you got out of it. And that got them so engaged.
and they loved that, and to be able to put it in action right then and there, I think was the game changer. Because I was getting like a lot of questions or wanting to talk to me afterwards, and that just made me feel good that like it was making a difference. So yeah, I loved it.
It was. Let's see. Yogi said she was mesmerized all weekend. Thank you.
Aw.
Let's see. Rose, good. I started giggling when you were talking because I looked at Rose, Goddess Queen's comment. She said, the wings at brunch, a great surprise after my waffle and bacon plate.
Those waffles were top tier. You hear me?
Right? Like, but the chef was like excellent. He worked with me on a lot of things, even with us having vegan options at lunch. They're like vegetarian. I was like, no, vegan. I was like, has to be vegan. And I was like, and I don't want to see a salad or some pasta with tomato sauce on it. So you know, they did like the portobello mushroom sandwiches and stuff like that at lunch, and trying to make sure, you know, we had like fruit everywhere, then all of the snacks. Like, I'm telling y'all, it's a lot of thought that goes into hosting an event and trying to make sure that everybody's comfortable. And we may not get everything 100% right, but I promise y'all, we try our best to make sure that, you know, you feel like it was well worth your time, your effort, and the money that you spend coming to the event.
Yeah, I want to also congratulate you on something. There was a moment when there was a mix-up on what rooms we were supposed to be in, and even though you were feeling it in the moment, you got yourself together and everything. No, I don't think anybody who was not behind the scenes even realized what was going on. You switched it out. Everything was done. Everybody moved. And it was like seamless. Now you knew it was going on. I knew it was going on because I was right there with you and Nikita. But the way you handled it, like you felt what you needed to feel in the moment, and you absolutely had a right to feel that way. But the fact for you to just move and make it, I was like, okay, note to self, because I'll catch an attitude and keep an attitude and get it just blocks everything. I'm a mess. I was like, okay, now I need to learn how to handle things a little bit better. I love that about it. So I wanted to, give you your praise for that.
Thank you. That's it. But that's an important part, right, of our journey of entrepreneurship. Like, yeah, things are going to happen. And it's like, okay, I feel it. I recognize it. I acknowledge that this is what it was, but I can't let it ruin my day. You can't let it stop your show. You just got to adjust and you got to keep moving. You know where I learned that from? And I couldn't stand my mama. I couldn't stand it when I was little. You know, she like, okay, you know how you get in trouble and you get chastised as a child and you want to go off to your room. My mom would be like, no, come out of that room. Come out of that room. Sit on this couch right now. And she would tell us, she'd be like, it doesn't matter how you feel. The world is going to keep going. She'd be like, fix your face. She was like, and she would tell us, you know, I'm not going to have children that go out into the world. And because one bad thing happens to you, now you've let it ruin your day, ruin your week, or ruin your life. You're going to get through it and you're going to adjust, and let's keep it pushing. And when we were younger, we couldn't stand it. But once I got older, oh my God, I thank God that my mama did that to us, because it's an important skill that we have that a lot of other adults don't have. And oftentimes people will get trapped in their emotions and what they feel or what they experience, and it rolls over into other things and causes like a domino effect. But having the ability to just be like, okay, that just happened, I don't like it, this is how I feel about it, all right, let's go and get it back together. Like it is definitely a skill that I feel like has given me an advantage over other people.
I love that. I really, I'm telling you, because it was, and again, I honestly don't feel like everybody on this live probably have no idea what we even talking about, because it was just that seamless.
Thank you so much.
And behind the scenes, and I mean, that was amazing for you and for me to watch you, because especially with me I am doing my events now to learn how to handle things, because everything is not going to be perfect at all times. And then learning the language that I speak, like you constantly manifest and speak positivity over yourself. And so I've learned to start doing that. And that has made a big difference in my life. So yeah, you definitely taught me a lot. I think I told you were my lifesaver last week. I was like, thank you for saving my life. I appreciate you.
I have a question for you. Because you produce events yourself, right? Can you speak to people? Because I don't think that they understand how much like effort and work it takes.
First of all, it's the planning phase, right? That's sometimes a year in advance if you want to get a head start. Then looking for locations, then getting all the vendors, making sure you've got the right vendors that will handle your type of crowd. Not even talking about the food and drinks, not even talking about registration, having somebody at the registration table, getting things done on time, making sure your speakers have turned in their stuff in time. Because, you know, the speakers can be almost as bad as the attendees if it comes to it, you know. It's just so many things, making sure everybody has their emails like they with plenty of information. So I love the fact for you is like you had the digital information for the attendees, but you also had like a back of stage for us who were in the back end, who were speakers and things like that. And you told people to constantly check it for any updates. That made everything so seamless versus having to run around, get such and such details, such and such. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, it is a lot when it comes to, you know, and then your decorations are just top tier.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
So yeah, it is a whole lot that goes into it. And again, like meeting with these vendors and the hotel staff, if it's at a hotel, like it's a lot. So when y'all think about the price point and you're like, why am I paying for this? Not only are y'all like, tell me how many of y'all could have a one-on-one with Tay Sweat any other time.
That part.
You can't even afford
that part.
You can't even afford him. I'm sure you can.
It's that thousands of dollars, like to speak to a majority of the speakers and the presenters are there, like just to talk to them for 20 minutes, much less an hour. It's going to cost you a few bands. And so I think that's why even the speakers, though, a lot of them told me that they like the more intimate setting. So we're going to try and stick with that for this upcoming year. So y'all, what that means is that we have limited space again. I know, but any of you guys that have been with me, you Accelerate for a long time, y'all are used to, you know, me having like 2,500, 3,000 people there. But everybody we kept talking about how they even the speakers were like, they feel like they made deeper connections. They like that they were able to recognize people, you know, by the end of the weekend. They talked about how they felt like they were even able to like pour more into the attendees, because it is overwhelming when you speak at a big event with thousands of people. You know what I'm saying? It's just kind of like a sea of faces. So, you know, everybody loved it. And then everybody told me they really enjoyed Sunday service in the pool party. Like they were like, they were like, that was crazy. They were like,
if you weren't there, you missed it, because Ashley put out a disclaimer: do not put this on social media.
I did, because I wanted people to be able to hang out and relax and have a good time. And they don't need to see us running around with water guns, going ham on each other. The people online don't need to see that.
That was hilarious. And the karaoke, y'all couldn't tell them they weren't the rappers or the group.
Oh no, you couldn't. We were out there living our best life for karaoke.
Yes. Now, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
What was some of the feedback that you got on me?
Feedback that I got on you, that you were extremely personable and down to earth. They love how you broke down things between the sessions to help them understand it. A lot of them told me that they felt extremely comfortable with going up to speak to you and ask you questions and for more information. And they said when they've been to other events that they sometimes feel like the host is a bit unobtainable or unapproachable, and that they felt intimidated by them. But everybody said that they felt very, very warm, and they felt that you were very welcoming to them. So, but I wasn't surprised. I wasn't surprised. That was one of the reasons I hit you up and was like, "Hey, Dion, like, would you be willing to come in and be a host in this capacity?"
I loved it, and I loved how I had to like think on my feet, because after lunch the speaker was a bit late, and instead of me going, "Oh my God," I just kept training.
You gotta be able to think on your. You gotta be able to think on your feet. Yeah. Yeah, I can't have people around that can't think on their feet.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I was like, I can't have people around me that can't think on their feet. You need to think on your feet and have common sense. Yeah.
Yeah. So how many people were in attendance? Like you said before, it was like close to 3,000. What was this year's goal?
I cut it down to 250 this year. That's one of the reasons. That's one of the reasons I didn't start planning, and I didn't start promoting until August. And the reason I cut it down, there's a lot of things that are happening right now in the economy and the global economy. a lot of
Yeah.
laws, rules, and regulations. They're making it more challenging for us to own businesses. They're changing the parameters with credit because you have too much of us getting an understanding of how to actually utilize it as a tool. It's just a lot of shifts that are coming. We're going into a soft economy, so people have to really know. That was one of the reasons I trained on building out a cash community, right? There's just a lot of things that are happening that are very, very different. And I need our people to be prepared. I need as many of us to be prepared as possible.
Yeah.
And so when we do the larger events, it's fun and it's almost like a show, right? It's like, oh my God, I think one of the young ladies explained it to me. She said she feels like it was almost like she bigger than life, like kind of where do I fit? Because she had been to the large accelerates and then she came to this one that was more intimate. And as everybody echoed, when a speaker gets off the stage and they just spoke to 1,500 people, they may stay outside for 20 minutes taking pictures and saying hello, and then it's off to their room. They don't want to come back out because it's overwhelming, the amount of energy. Sometimes some of them have anxiety and things like that. Compared to being in a more intimate setting, again, they're building stronger connections. So even the speakers told me that they actually enjoyed me doing it in the boot camp format instead of the traditional conference format this year. And I just, I prayed about it and I asked God and I was like, okay. I was like, and it was hard for me to let go of that because I've spent so many years building up Accelerate to this huge magnanimous event, right? And so you work and you work and you work to build it up because there's a lot of people that would love to be able to get 2,000, 3,000 people in a room.
Absolutely.
So that was a bit, I was like, God, you want me to do what? I was like, I don't want to though. I'm like, I've been working all this time to build it up to this huge thing. And so what we may do, I'm gonna pray. Thank you guys. I'm gonna pray. I don't have the okay yet. So I'm gonna pray and I'm gonna see. And maybe it may be something where we keep thank you guys. Thank y'all. But maybe one of those things where we have like a rotation and maybe like every maybe 2 years we do the smaller boot camps, you know what I mean? And kind of like little breakout, like little Love and Money or like little marketing masterminds here and there or something. And then maybe on the 3rd year, we do a really, really large Accelerate or something like that. I'm not quite sure. Or maybe this is what the model is going to be from now on. We just keep it. So next year, I think 300 is the max that I have it set at. We may go up to 350 depending on what happens with ticket sales. But maybe I'm not sure, but I'll just follow the directions that I was given to make the event a smaller event. So I did it. So I did it.
And shout out to Yvette, Mindset Strategist. She said she just purchased her executive level ticket. Now, if y'all think 300 tickets is tight, her executive levels and VIP is even tighter. And trust me, you want to be on those executive levels. Like, baby, the food, the experience, the one-on-ones, it's worth it. So yeah, y'all make sure y'all get those early tickets for next year.
I only have 50. I only got 50 available in executive. In elite, we're only doing 25, and for my diamonds, I only have 7 available for next year. And then we're doing 100 for the essentials, and this is at the pre-registration pricing. Okay, so if y'all want to lock in the lowest of the lowest of the lowest of the lowest pricing, you better get to buying this weekend. Now, Dion, what city you think Accelerate gonna be in?
Atlanta.
You think it's gonna be in Atlanta? Why you think it's gonna be in Atlanta?
In Atlanta. Okay, that's where I am. Okay. I think it'll be good in Atlanta, though.
Now, let me say this. Atlanta has been in the top 2 the past 3 years. So I don't know what's going on. Like, let's see. It was in between Atlanta and Houston won out. Then Atlanta and Charlotte. And I was shocked. I could not believe that Charlotte snuffed Atlanta. I was like, what? But I will say this because every time I go to Charlotte, again, they always sell out my events the same way Atlanta does. I just thought that I had more people in the A. Dr. O said, DC, please. Yeah. So I was shocked. I was like, what? I was like, Charlotte beat out the A. Now, H-Town, I wasn't really surprised. I wasn't surprised. Houston was going hard because Houston, they had a vendetta. They took it personally. They said Atlanta gets everything. They said Atlanta gets everything. We'll get something. I always sell out in Chicago, but when it came to the voting, it wasn't as many of y'all voting in Chicago as it was for Atlanta and Dallas. And I was surprised because in Chicago, my events oversell. Y'all pack out everything. So I guess y'all was like, oh, well, wherever it's at, we coming. I'm not really sure because I thought it was going to come down between Chicago and Atlanta this year. But when you'll see some votes for Chicago in the comments, but nowhere near as many as you see for Atlanta and Dallas. You said don't hate on ATL. I'm not hating on ATL. I'm telling you, look, it all boils down to who votes. Okay, so y'all ready to hear what City Accelerate is going to be in next year?
Ready.
Yes, ready. Now listen, y'all. Pre-registration is happening like right now, up until Monday at 11:59 p.m. Central Standard Time. So if you voted for your city, you better purchase your ticket. Because if those numbers are not numbering, if the math is not mathing, I am telling you this. I will get on here Tuesday and say, yeah, pre-registration tickets, I looked at them and the math was not mathing. And so we will now move Accelerate 180 to Bloop City. Okay. And y'all know I'm not playing. Y'all know I'll do it. Y'all know I will do it. Okay. If y'all not making these numbers number, especially everybody, there was not one person that came to Accelerate this year that told me they wanted to go back to the large Accelerate. Everybody said that the more intimate boot camp format we did, that they loved it more. They said it was their favorite one. Okay. So y'all understand. Okay. So when I say you click the link in the bio, okay, it's a big orange button in there to register for Accelerate 180. Okay. It's a big orange button. You said you hope nobody tries to sabotage to move the city. Hey, baby, buy the tickets. Buy the tickets. Okay, let's see, baby. Y'all look. Everybody like city. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Y'all excited? I'm excited. I'm excited, and I'm surprised. And let me say this: for the runner-up city, I promise we will do something. Okay. Maybe we'll do some lunch and learns. Maybe we'll have like a pajama party. Maybe we'll do a marketing retreat there or something like that. I promise I will figure something out for the runner-up city because it was close. Okay, it was close. The city that won only won by 4 votes. So when I be telling y'all to vote, baby, you better start voting. Okay, the city that won only won by 4 votes. Only by 4. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? 2024 Accelerate 180 will be in Dallas. We are going to Dallas, Texas next year. Everybody, put your cowgirl and your cowboy hats on. Get your boots, okay? Get you a Longhorn. We are going to the D, okay? We are going to the D. Y'all know I have another office in Dallas too. We will be in Dallas, Texas in 2024. Now, if y'all want this to become a reality, you better go and click the link in my bio and tap those orange buttons and get your pre-registration tickets this weekend. Because if the math is not math and if the numbers is not numbering, I know the A is going to hold me down, baby. And I will get on here Tuesday and say, nah, Accelerators in Atlanta because the people was playing games in Dallas. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Okay, I'll wait for the announcement on Tuesday. It's coming.
Dion said it's coming. Dion said y'all cap. Dion said y'all ain't buying. Dion said y'all not buying tickets. Dion may not be right. Okay, Dallas is sometime. B. Marquita said, I knew it. I knew it. Look at all the people that want to be in Dallas celebrating. Yo, baby, they showing no mercy. Okay, so this is what we gonna do in Atlanta. Okay, look, I'm watching the pre-registration. Okay, Tuesday we're gonna come back. We're gonna reconvene. I'm gonna tell y'all if we met the pre-registration goal or not. If we did not, okay, if we did not, I promise you, we will get up and I'll be like, y'all, we rolling to Atlanta. Okay. Now, if we do meet the pre-registration goal, all right, if we meet the goal, then what will happen is we will put together in Atlanta and I will let you guys in Atlanta tell me what you want to do. Okay. We can have a marketing retreat. We can do a lunch and learn. We can put together a mastermind. Maybe we can have a Road to Accelerate 180 event. Okay. We will figure, y'all tell me what y'all want to have. We can do a love and money training that's down there where day 1, we focus on the money and day 2 is all about love and relationships. Whatever you want to do. Go to Accelerate 180, okay, to register, or you can click the link in my bio. There's a big orange button, all right? Y'all know I'm very familiar with Dallas. It's only 4 hours away. It's where I opened up my second location. Anybody in Arkansas, we're always in Dallas, okay? It's the closest big city to us. I feel Yeah, big city as far as with big things, because Memphis is a larger city, but Memphis doesn't have a lot of things that Dallas has, especially if you're a fancy girl, okay? A fancy girl like me. Because y'all know I like to hang out in Highland Park, okay? I like to go to Dior and to Shanae. You know what I'm saying? I like to do all of that. I like to do all them shenanigans. In Atlanta, Dion, you think they gonna come through in Dallas?
Let me say something. I'm gonna be here ready on Tuesday. I'm gonna come back in the box so you can go ahead and say you were right. We're gonna come on down to Atlanta and prepare. Okay? I'm just gonna wait for Tuesday.
I'm just going wherever the people direct me. Y'all heard that, okay? So if you in Dallas, Dion said, baby, y'all is full of crap. She said, y'all cap, y'all phony baloney. Dion said, you guys are not purchasing the tickets like that. So Dion said, we will be in the A, okay? Look, I'm gonna let everybody know Tuesday. Y'all already know. So everybody said we will reconvene on Tuesday and we will see. We will see. Dallas, this your opportunity. All of y'all that got out here and voted. All of y'all that got out here and voted. Dallas. Baby, you better make it happen. You better make it happen. What you got, girl?
Dallas is Sean, Atlanta is Shanice. That's all I'm gonna say.
Look, people in Dallas are real cliquish, baby. Y'all real sedity in Dallas, okay? Y'all are real nice, nasty down there in Dallas, okay? Okay. You said Houston is driving to Dallas for Accelerate. Yeah, Dallas and H-Town are only 3 hours away. Because I would go to work in Houston all the time, and then I'd drive up and go handle my clients in Dallas. And spend the night in Dallas, and then spend the night in Dallas. Sometimes I wouldn't, and then keep on back home for sure. You said you coming whether it's in Dallas or Atlanta. I heard that. That's what I like to hear. You pulling up. Okay. She said she pulling up either way. Every mindset strategy says show out Dallas folks. They better, because Atlanta don't play. Atlanta does not. I'm telling y'all, every time I do something in Atlanta, it oversells. I really expect this to come down between Atlanta and Chicago. In Chicago, I don't know where you guys were in the vote. There was a few of y'all that voted for Chicago, but y'all were pretty quiet. Y'all let the Southerners ring all the cowboys and make all cowbells and make all the noise. Also, I forgot to tell you guys, any of you guys that register for Elite or Diamond, you will get the 2023 replays complimentary as well. So please keep that in mind. So you all don't have to purchase the replay. So when y'all see the emails go out to purchase the replay, if you purchase an Elite ticket or a Diamond ticket during pre-registration this weekend, we will get those to you complimentary. Riri talking noise, Dion. She said we'll see you in Dallas. with the little polish head.
I see the little shade, but you know what? She's right. If it's in Dallas, I'll be right there. Smile and wave, guys. Smile and wave.
Look, Nikki said Atlanta has a lot of action takers. They play no games. Okay, y'all better listen to Nikki.
Really don't.
They really don't. Look, I'm telling y'all this right now. If you are in Dallas, everybody that voted for Atlanta, baby, they waiting to jump on your demise. Okay, they said, look, y'all, I can't call it. I go wherever the people tell me to go. Okay. I pick the cities based on our sales. All right. So if y'all want me to come to Dallas, these pre-sales better be pre-selling this weekend during pre-registration. And if not on Tuesday, we going to the
Come on Tuesday.
You said I love to travel to Dallas or Atlanta. I'm gonna go wherever. Thank you, Rose Goddess. Thank you. Rose Goddess came all the way from California, so she's definitely she came all the way from Cali. Shout out to all my Cali girls. They get down, they travel for me. That's why a lot of times I'll still try and do at least like one event every year in LA, because my Cali girls, they float wherever we at. They pull up. Let's see. I'm not sure about that, Sam, but we probably can find the answer for you. Baby, I gotta be careful. I gotta read some of these comments in my head now, because sometimes I'll be reading and people be saying stuff, and I'm like, wait a minute, I don't want to say that out loud. You said thank you for remembering that. I tell you, I have a good memory. Y'all are always surprised. Y'all pull up on me and you're like, you don't know, man. I'm like, yes, I do. And then y'all try and test my fresh, and then y'all like, oh my God. I'm like, yeah. I have my baby, all these little hairs in my head, they all retain little bits of information. and they activate it when I need to. Rainfly Dress said, Dion, I love you so much, but I'm rolling up from Cali, so I already got my ticket.
Well, at least they love me in the same time. So okay, I'll
They
take
do,
that.
they do. And hey, Lakita, what's going on? Everybody loves you, Dion. It was fabulous. All right, you guys. So I'm gonna let y'all have a fantastic Friday. I will be back and we'll chit chat about some other stuff. We're gonna see what happens with these pre-sale tickets. Okay, if you want it to be in Dallas, you better get your ticket. You better call your biz bestie, okay, your business partner, whoever you need to go ahead and lock these tickets down. Because I'm telling y'all, if that math is not mathing on Monday night, Tuesday afternoon, I'm gonna be right back up here. Like, I thought we were going to Dallas, but we in Atlanta. All right. Y'all know how it goes. Either way, it'll be a fabulous event next year. Thank y'all so much for the feedback too, with the panels, your favorite speakers, what your favorite experience was, your biggest takeaway. All of that helps me craft the event for the upcoming year to make sure that it is absolutely incredible. We try and make sure that every year is better and better and better for any of you guys that are attending. And lastly, for any of you guys that want to attend the workshop, if you're having an in-person event yourself, or workshop, a conference, retreat, whatever, and you want to know how to sell out your event, you want to know how to price the event, you need to know what to look for, you want to know how to get your merchandise and all of that kind of stuff, DM me the word sell out. I will get you a private link. The workshop is $497, but we're going to cover everything so that way you guys can get out here and have successful events. And the last thing that y'all need to know before I leave, before I get up out of here, because I forgot about this. So y'all know we introduced the Manifest Everything Positive hoodies this year at Accelerate. So I was thinking, and y'all tell me if y'all want this, give me a number 1. If y'all don't want it, give me a number 2. But we were thinking about putting together like a little manifestation bundle. And so you get an ink pen, you'll get a manifestation mug, and you'll get the Manifest Everything Positive hoodie. Okay. Are y'all interested in that? I think the price point would be like $89.97. But you would get all 3. You'll get a pen, you'll get the mug, and you'll get the hoodie. If that's something y'all would like, give me the number 1. I'm trying to get that shipping down as low as I can on that. So hopefully we can do free shipping on that too. That would be great. So number 1, if y'all want it, number 2, if you don't care. Because if y'all don't care, I'm not going to put the work into it. But if y'all want it, we're going to work on trying to get that rolled out for you guys. Probably in October is when we'll introduce that. Okay, I see some ones. I see a few ones. And forget, if you don't want it, give me a number 2. Okay. Okay. Cause this is baby, like I don't believe being out here working on putting together things that people don't want. I don't do that. Mm-hmm. Dion, tell them we don't do that.
That's the first thing.
That's the first thing. You sell by listening, okay? You sell people what they want. You said hoodie, journal, and a pen. So if I did a journal inside of there, one of our planners, I'm not sure if you're aware of the price point of the planners, because I get my planners made with Black-owned businesses and women-owned businesses here in the States. So I can't sell you a planner for like $27. The planners cost in between $40 and $60 sometimes for me to get them made, because I'm using small like printers here in the United States, and I'm using Black-owned printers. So if I did that, if we did a hoodie and we did a planner and a pen, and maybe if we added the mug or something like that, you would be paying probably closer to like $197 or $297 for that. Is that something that you guys want to do? Because we can make 2 bundles. We can have one that's the hoodie. We can have one that's the hoodie, a mug, and a pen, and then we can do one that includes a profit planner inside of it, or a success planner in it. Y'all let me know. But for those of you guys, and y'all see, everybody always comments about the high quality of the planners and how nice they are. What about the crystal infused water bottle? We can't make that make sense with the water bottle. Now I can do the water bottle. I can do it as an order bump, and we can definitely work on that. You saying the planners are beautiful. Thank you, Boss Hair. Yeah. So if y'all are interested in that, then I can do 2 bundles, and we can have bundle 1 that has a planner in it and bundle 1 that doesn't have a planner. And with the planner, do you want the profit planner or the success planner? Which one of the 2 planners do y'all want? So we'll get it together. All I know is y'all better buy it. Okay. You better buy it. Because I don't like putting that. I'm not going to put it together and only 5 of y'all going to buy it. Okay. I need like 500 of y'all to buy it. Bling, bling, bling. You love hearing the behind the scenes. I mean, that's really how this works though. A lot of y'all are struggling to sell your products because you're putting together stuff and your audience didn't really want what you put together. So it's always important that you get clearance from them, that you validate that it's a desire for it. And the only reason, and we have the boss hoodie too, but y'all the manifest everything positive hoodie outsold the boss hoodie. I have both of them. Some of y'all like, what hoodie? Like, it's turning into fall here. The hoodies are fly. Shout out to everybody that got their hoodies. And y'all know normally we only let the gear, you have to come to an in-person event in order to be able to get the merch. So yeah. You said tapped in. I see y'all in Dallas. Hey, Chelsea, go ahead and get that ticket now. Go ahead and get that ticket. You said you can do your mugs for me. Well, let's see. Can you do the mugs? I mean, you may be able to do it, but we gotta look at the quantity. We gotta look at the price point, all that good stuff on the mugs and how they ship. But we're always definitely open to see the vendors. I have a pink one that's coming. I'm super excited about that. And y'all, let's see. You said black hoodie, please. I'm not the best with white. Rain, we definitely probably can get a black hoodie for sure. That's not an unreasonable request. You haven't seen the hoodie, but you love the hoodies. Oh, the hoodies are fire. Y'all want me to go get a hoodie? And I'll show y'all the 2 hoodies that we introduced. Y'all want me to go get one? If y'all want me to go get one, I'll get a hoodie before we exit today. Let's do it. Okay. Un momento. Let me go upstairs and get y'all a hoodie. Dion, keep the people entertained.
In the meantime, if you want to.
Keep the people entertained, Dion.
Now that she tells me to keep the people entertained, I don't know what to say. Okay. But who was that Accelerate that's over here on TikTok? Who was that Accelerate this year? Give me like the hand wave emoji because I like to see what the crowd was. And if you were at Accelerate, were you in the beginners room or the advanced room? Okay, I see y'all. Rose Goddess Queen, you have been very engaging. What is the business that you do? Oh, you were in my room. Yay! What is your business? And if you were in the beginner room, then you know I taught you guys some alternative ways to use ChatGPT. Have you been implementing any of that? A lash and a makeup artist. Okay, I love that. Okay. Drop the name of your business right now. So you want to retire out from doing the lash and makeup. So have you thought about training other lash and makeup artists how to get to your level? So you can get from behind the chair? Because I know both of those are very, very, very popular. Okay, you want to train and sell products. That's good because again, with lashes and makeup, you can have lash remover, makeup remover, actual makeup. All of that is good to have. So you can do both. You can train and sell your products. And if y'all aren't following me, please follow me. I'm offering 15-minute complimentary sessions with me. So if you send me a DM, I can send you the link for the complimentary session and I can help you with your business. Ria, you said that you need to learn more about ChatGPT. Yeah, a lot of people are new to your team. What do you mean you're new to my team? Just following me, period? If so, thank you. But when it comes to ChatGPT, a lot of people feel like it's just for writing copy for content and emails, and it can be used for so much more, including writing code and everything. So don't downplay ChatGPT. But and Rose Garden, don't say this is my little plant page. No, ma'am. Everything we do is great and big. We're not minimizing anything that we're doing. Okay. Okay.
Okay. So this is the Manifest Everything Positive hoodie. Cute, right?
Okay, I see the Ashley on there. Yes.
That's the Manifest Everything Positive hoodie, you guys. Y'all see it? It's all wrinkly because it was in my dryer. It was in my dryer. That's why this one is wrinkly. When you get yours, it won't be wrinkly, okay? This is in my dryer. That's why it's wrinkly.
It definitely looks like her, right? And the gold, only Ashley would have gold, right?
Okay. And we can definitely work on getting some black ones for you guys that want black. We'll probably do a pre-order for the black so that way we can see what's that. Okay, so boom. And then, right? A lot of y'all like the tank tops too. The content is everything tank tops, but we'll probably keep those like in person. Then this is the Boss hoodie. And a lot of you guys love the Boss hoodie too. So we'll probably set this up as an order bump because some of y'all are probably going to want to get both of them. Boom. Again, it's wrinkled because it just came out of my dryer. Okay. so yeah, those are the new hoodies that we introduced this year. Yes. You said you like the Manifest Everything Positive hoodie. Yeah, everybody liked the hoodie. Everybody liked the hoodie. You said you want the hoodie in black. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is for the black ones, I will have a pre-order because I'm not fixed to be sitting up here with 2,000 hoodies in inventory, and then 5 of y'all buy it. See, there's one thing y'all gotta learn. Yeah. Now that we get the pre-orders though, absolutely we'll keep the black ones in stock because we do have, y'all know, we do have a black Manifest Everything Positive coffee mug too. Yeah, you got the, yeah, you know, I got all of them, but yes, we have this mug in black too. Outside of the pretty bone color, we have it in our black is called Onyx, so we definitely can work on. You need the mug. Look, watch this. Hold on. Watch this. You need the mug. Watch this. Let me see if I can remember where it's at.
That mug is everything. And the thing of it is you want to have the little crown on top because it's gonna be a conversation piece.
Right.
And dramatic and extra.
And it keeps it actually helps steep your tea faster. And if you got something hot, yeah, it like actually keeps stuff hot. It sure does. It sure does. Yep. If y'all click the link in my bio though, there's a button and it says shop, and you can get it that way. Or okay, you can get it right here through my TikTok. whichever one is yours, whichever one strikes your fancy. Let's see. Jay said, I know that's right. I'm ready for black. Okay, so a lot of y'all are talking about you want the black. So what we'll do is when we introduce, y'all won't introduce this bundle until October. Well, I guess I could sneak it in an email or something with the pre-order emails. We probably could do that. And we'll have a pre-order option for black. So all of you guys that want black, you'll do the pre-order. I gotta call my shirt guy and see how long. So in the email, we can give you a timeline of how long it would take to get, because I don't have a problem with the mugs there. We just had a restock on the mugs. So we have the mugs. So far, Lily, Accelerate looks like it's going to be in Dallas. So if there are enough pre-registrations that happen in between now and Monday at 11:59 p.m. Central Standard Time, we will be in Dallas. Can you get the hoodie by itself? Yes, you'll be able to get the hoodie by itself. But if for some reason the pre-sales don't be selling for Dallas, baby, we gonna move to the A. Okay? Can you see it from the bottom? You talking about what the, oh sure. You see? It's a good thick hem. Is that what you mean? Or you want me to hold it up like this when you say from the bottom? It's kind of hard to hold up a hoodie. I never tried. I need to put the camera on a stand or something. Trying to get, you see it? Like that? Is that what you mean when you're like, can you see it from the bottom? You're trying to see like the pocket and all that stuff. It has a pocket on it. So I'm a weirdo. I don't like hoodies without pockets. I own some hoodies without pockets, and that's how I realized I don't like hoodies without pockets. I need a pocket on my hoodie. I like a pocket on my hoodie. I don't know. I like the little kangaroo pouch going on there. I'm not really sure why, but I have some hoodies and they don't have pockets, and I feel some type of way about them. I feel like I'm being slighted in some way. I mean, I still wear them, but give me a pocket for sure, for sure. You said Atlanta is coming for the crown, Dallas. They said Atlanta is coming. Okay. Okay, so look, we'll do a little email. We'll put the little bundle information in there too. It's really bad practice though. You're not really supposed to do that. You're just supposed to focus on one offer at a time. But since you guys are asking, and we'll put a pre-sale up for the black, we'll work on getting that out. Maybe we'll do that next week. Can we? Is that fair? We can do that Tuesday when we discuss if Accelerate is going to be if Dallas, if there was enough pre-registrations to keep Atlanta, right, to keep Accelerate in Dallas. That's what we'll do. And then I give y'all the option to do black on the bundle as well. And we'll have an order bump where if you want to, we'll do two. You can get the hoodie, the mug, and a pen, or you can get the hoodie, mug, pen, and a planner. Okay. You say you need pockets on everything. Yes. I like pockets in my dresses too. I just like pockets. You said you want to buy a black and a white hoodie. Got you. Yeah, we have a lot of people that do that too. Riri said it's gonna be in Dallas. Riri, you better make sure all your biz besties are getting their tickets, getting them locked down. And y'all on the ticket options, of course, if you pay in full, you get the lowest price on the ticket. There's also a buy now, pay later option through Shop Pay. And if your credit is a little wonky right now, then do the in-house financing, and it breaks it down into payment plans. So it's much more obtainable for you guys. So y'all know I try and make it so that everything can happen the way it needs to. So for instance, if you're doing the essentials ticket and you do our in-house flex pay, then you can do $79 down, and then you'll do 2 more payments of $79. If you're doing the executive and you do the in-house flex pay, you'll do $117 down instead of paying the $497 in full. If you are doing the elite ticket and you need the flex pay, you'll do $149 down, and then you'll have 7 installments of $149. So like once a month to be able to pay it off slowly. If you're doing the diamond, okay, if you're doing the diamond, you'll do $1,097 down, and then you have 5 payments of $1,097 instead of doing the $5,997 outright. So we tried to make it so, again, you can use Shop Pay. If your credit is bad and you need to piece it out, use our flex pay. We don't do a credit check for that. And of course, if you pay in full, you get the lowest price all the time. So yep, that's how that works. So everybody, I'm going to see, y'all will see me before Tuesday, but when y'all see me pop up on the screen again Tuesday, we'll be talking about Accelerate 180, and Dion and I will be here, because I'm going to tell y'all, if y'all don't come through Dallas, Dion is not going to let you live it down. Dion's not going to let you live it down, okay? She's going to talk much noise, as she should. You said, what do you get with the diamond ticket? Diamonds get express check-in. Of course, you get access to the main stage, the speakers, the panels. There's vendor area access you get. Of course, you get access to your workshops. You get priority seating during the conference. Also, if you're a diamond and you guys have questions, your questions get answered before everyone else's. You will get... a lot of y'all need new headshots, professional headshots. You get headshots. A lot of y'all need a brand story. We'll get that taken care of for you guys as well. We go through your marketing position. We build out your custom ads. I do a brand audit for you guys, a social media audit. Of course, you get an amazing swag bag. And then we have a special dinner that's just for elite diamonds and the speakers that attend. You guys get access to that as well. And then on the Monday is where we spend time one-on-one. And so we break down your actual marketing model that you're going to be using for the next 12 months. So the diamonds get a lot. Yes. Thank you for asking. You said you always have an amazing conference. Thank you, Shelly. Thank you so much. It's a great package. Some of y'all go in price and see how much a videographer and photographers are going to charge you for your photos and for your brand story, and you'll realize real quick. You'll realize real quick. Okay. And then y'all call up an ads agency and see how much they're going to charge y'all to run your ads. You'll be able to do the math real quick. You said, "Oh my God, Ashley, you're spoiling us this year. I'm getting diamond this year. I'll be emailing you." Yes, yes, girl. I'm trying. I got to make sure. I got to make sure I got y'all together. You got a few questions, send the email to customer support. They'll be happy to answer the questions and take care of you, Rose. But anyway, y'all, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you're on the planet Earth. Thank you so much for coming to hang out with me during this Accelerate 180 announcement. I'll be back on with regular content the rest of the weekend. Y'all know how we get down. Everybody that's in Monetization Nation, we got Insight Session coming up next week. Okay, so you guys be on the lookout for that. And everybody, go and register for Accelerate 180. Pre-registration is Monday at 11:59 p.m. Central Standard Time. The price will go up Tuesday on all of the tickets. And please remember, y'all all told me that y'all liked the smaller format of Accelerate. Y'all liked it in the boot camp setting where it was more intimate. So we're going to stick with that for 2024 as well. So I know some of you guys are used to me having 2,000, 3,000 people at the event. The people have spoken. Okay, the people have spoken and they spoke very loudly. You guys will start to see testimonials and stuff like that roll out next week. So go ahead and get your tickets now because the space is limited. I believe we will sell out again. This is 7th year, 8th year that we've sold out. I don't see why this upcoming year wouldn't be any different. And can I tell y'all something that was very interesting that we had happen this year? We had a lot of people showing up trying to buy tickets at the door. We normally have a few, but we had a lot of people showing up trying to get tickets at the door or trying to upgrade their tickets this year. Please, let me tell y'all this. I appreciate y'all so much for wanting to be a part of the event. But please understand with Accelerate, because of the way that the curriculum is scheduled and all of that, and especially if y'all notice, we have a lot of events within the conference, right? We have the brunch, we have the pool party, we have the dinner. Y'all saw a lot of people we had a power hour. Y'all saw people hanging out, and stuff like that. And so because of that, unfortunately, we typically cannot accommodate if you want to upgrade like at the door, maybe for like the Saturday night event, like the white party or the pool party or game night or whatever we're having next year. Those events you can probably buy a ticket into that, but the things like the dinner and stuff like that, it's a lot of coordination that happens with the chefs and the wait staff and stuff like that. And so it's really, really challenging for us to try and add, extra 10 people or 15 people a few hours before the dinner. So please don't take it as a slight. Please don't take it as that, I don't feel like you're good enough or something like that. It's not that. It's just the planning and the coordination. We have a multiple course dinner. Y'all saw the table and stuff was already set. So literally, if the chef and the team is only expecting like 50 people for that dinner, I can't, we don't have a way to make room for another 10 people or 15 people that day. So y'all please keep that in mind. If you want to upgrade your tickets, you have to upgrade normally a week before, so we have time to make the adjustments. You said that happened at my conference, gave the team a headache. Yeah, it's so yeah. All right, you guys. We gonna see on Tuesday if we in the D or not. So far, Dallas is where Accelerate 180 is supposed to go happen. Is Dallas going to be able to lock down their spot? That's the question. That's what all of us want to know. Will there be enough pre-registration tickets that Dallas can lock down their spot, or will there be an upset on Tuesday and we will be announcing that Accelerate instead of Dallas is in Atlanta? I don't know. It depends on you. It depends on what. Do y'all remember when I was little, there used to be a Smokey the Bear, and he'd be like, only you can prevent forest fires. Okay? Only you can determine where Accelerate 180 will be next year. All right. Love y'all. Bye, everybody. Have